What is going on, guys? Lone Vapes here, and I just quickly wanted to say thank you for stopping by my channel. Hopefully you found what you're looking for here. There's a few other reviews on my channel. Go ahead and check those out if you so desire. But today I have for you guys the Plume Veil clone from Tobecco, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at this thing and give you guys my impressions. And yeah, we're gonna see how it vapes real quick before we go up close with it. It produces vapor, not the best. It's not going to be for your cloud chasers, even though it'll put out some clouds. It's not. I hate to use this term. It's not competition quality. It's not going to be like the Mutation X where the airflow is just massive. But it definitely has the vapor. It has the flavor, and really quick before we go up and close, you can see it has the Cylon airflow. There you can control by twisting the top cap here. There's the other one on the other side. You got these three little holes on either side. Only one will be open at a time. And you got some airflow holes up top, as you can see there on the side of the drip tip on the top cap there. So there's airflow all over this thing, and it performs great. I have this set at 60 watts, 0.5 ohm coil, 5.6 volts. On the Sigelli 100 watt. So let's go ahead and take it up close, and let me show you guys the ins and outs of this Plume Veil here. Okay, so here we are up close and personal with the Plume Veil version of 1.5 from Tobecco. As you can see there, you got your silent airflow on that side, you got your silent on that side. This is the copper version in case you guys couldn't tell. You got 3 airflow holes there, and I'll show you what that's all about in a second. 1 is only open on either side. Again, 3. You got the Plume Veil logo. Mine's kind of wearing off, or it's getting a little patina. It's kind of going away. You got the Plume Veil written there. You got your logo. Aethertech, Los Angeles, California. They really did a nice 1-to-1 ratio with all of this stuff here. You got your top cap. Take the drip tip off real quick. You got the 2 airflow holes. You got this patina starting here. I gotta clean this thing. You got your Delron insulator up here, and I'll show you how that works. It's actually pretty cool. It actually controls the airflow on the top here. And I'll show you guys that real quick. What you do is you push your drip tip in, and as you screw this down, you see how it goes down there? It actually opens up those 2 airflow holes. You can kind of see in there now. See in the 2 holes? You can kind of see through it just a little bit. But if I were to screw it the other way, you're unable to see down there. I don't know if you guys can tell from this view or not, but that's what it is. I keep mine all the way up, and I'll show you why here just now. First, let me take the top cap off here, and I'll show you what I got going on. All right, you got your 2 O-rings here to hold your top cap on. You got got my coils on here right now. Just like a hybrid coil going on. Parallel 28 gauge. Wrap, space, wrap, space, wrap, and then that's that. You got your 4-post dripper here, your 4-post deck. You got your 2-hole positive block there. You got negatives here. The negative posts are milled into the deck. These screws here tend to be kind of cheap. They tend to strip on the tops. I think this clone was like $25, if I'm not mistaken, $20. But they do come with a bunch of, I shouldn't say a bunch, they come with 3 replacement screws for you in case you lose or strip one. This positive block, just like the Mutation X that I did a review on was also from the Tobecco. The positive block spins quite freely. There's resistance there, but as you're screwing down these positive screws here, you will notice your positive blocks start to spin, and that can be annoying. So that's the deck here. Decent, somewhat shallow juice wells, to be honest. There's not a whole lot of room to work with because of these airflow holes here on the sides. And you can see on the deck there's a hole here and a hole here. That's because when you take a draw, the airflow goes actually through the negative posts and through the other side of it to the back side of the coil. So when you build your setup, you're going to want to leave a little bit of space behind each coil, giving room for the airflow from either side to hit the backs of it. So that's one of the airflow options. And then you obviously, like I said, you got your Cylon here. Then you got the top 2 that I just showed you, which will allow air to come in through the top as well. Let's see here. So what you simply do is you line up, you know, the airflow hole on the cap here to the one on the side, and depending on which way, on how far your coils are sitting on either side, you have the option of adjusting it either way. Obviously, you're going to want to line the coils up with that silent airflow, and then slightly adjust to match the airflow on the side. Let me show you the top cap real quick, if I can get it off here. There we go. As you can see, you got your dual coil setup option there, and then your single coil if you want to run single coil, and you just line that up with your silent airflow. I have dual coil, so we're going to go ahead and put her back into dual coil mode there. Nice. And I showed you the Delrin insulator that is actually threaded and screws up and down, and that can actually come out, and I think they sell adapters to put a wide bore drip tip on these things as well. And to get that out, you would simply pop this cap back off and then unscrew the Delrin, and it would pop out the bottom. Let's take a look at the bottom of this thing real quick. You have a gold-plated stainless steel contact there. See, there's a little serial number there. I have 23372, and that is it as far as the bottom is concerned. So I think that's really all there is to say about the Plume Veil up close. Like I said, to adjust airflow for the Cylon, all you do is grab your top cap and you spin, and it'll close the airflow off just like that. Spin the other way to open. Yeah, so let's take it back out to face cam and give you guys my overall impressions. Oh, another thing is, too, just like the Mutation X, I mean, they're from the same company, Tobecco here. This pin, when you adjust it, say you needed to adjust it out and you were to spin it out, right? That positive block has the tendency to pop up as you're screwing this down onto your device. So be wary of that. And when that happens, the bottom pin may fall out and you're going to have a hell of a time struggling. So if you have a device like the Sigeliwatt here that has an adjustable pin, adjust this pin to meet the flush bottom of this atomizer for sure on this clone here. So let's take it back out to face cam and give you guys my final thoughts on the Plume Veil version 1.5 from Tobecco. Alright guys, so I forgot to mention in the close-ups why I keep the Delrin insulator screwed up all the way. It's because if you screw it down to all the way to have max airflow in the top cap, what will happen if you build your coils too high above the positive block, above the screw holes, or the post holes, is you'll find that when you screw the Delrin insulator down all the way, it may touch your coils, or it'll get extremely close to the coils, and there goes my phone. Nice. I don't want the coils burning that Delrin, and I do not want that Delrin smoke in my lungs. The authentic can withstand temperatures up to 600 degrees. I'm not sure what this one will, and I don't want to take that chance. So what I tend to do, since this thing has plenty of airflow options anyway, I keep that Delrin insulator screwed all the way up. I keep the top two airflow holes closed, and it works just fine. And it honestly doesn't need much more than what it already has on the base tank here. So I forgot to mention that. So overall, I have to give it about an 8 out of 10 or so, simply because so high because it's cheap. I found it on 101vape.com for $13.99. I'll give you guys a link in the description below if you guys want to purchase this thing. $13.99 for the Tobecco clone. It performs well. It performs well. It does what it should. The bottom pin and the positive post, again from Tobecco, there's a problem there with unscrewing, adjusting for the connection there, and then screwing it onto a device, and the positive block slowly rises as you tighten it down or over tighten it. So be wary of that. Be wary of the Delrin insulator burning, because I've seen at least one YouTube video of a guy that's done that. 8 out of 10. Keep that Delrin insulator up. Adjust the mod pin rather than the atomizer pin, please. It'll save yourself one hell of a headache. So overall, yeah, 8 out of 10. Good flavor, decent clouds. That's all I got for you guys with the Plume Veil from Tobecco. So thanks for watching, and as always, take care.